Hello, everybody. How we doing? How we doing? It's good to be here one more time. How has your week been? I hope you had a lovely weekend. My name is Chris, and welcome to Man Cave. This is a rendezvous for guys, and every other person is invited. But guys first. Why? Because even guys will need support. A man needs support. A man needs encouragement. A man needs to be cheered on. A man needs to be cheered. A man needs, some scolding sometimes because men are least celebrated, least appreciated. On this platform, we put men first. Every other person is fine. However, we're going to be upholding the virtues and the values and the inputs, the importance of men. You see, because as men, we are responsible for everything within and around our environment. And we also make sure that in that responsibility we stand strong, regardless. Some of us are not perfect. This is not a page for perfect men. This is a page for men who are willing to be responsible and pick up after themselves. This is a page where we encourage ourselves, we challenge ourselves, and we also, in any areas where any man has dropped the ball, we pick up lessons there, we reprimand ourselves. This on this platform is a no judgment zone. If you've messed up in one way or the other, please share your story so that others can learn. You can do that anonymously. You can shoot me a mail or shoot me a chat. We can take it off from there. Or if you want to come on live to share your story as a man, feel free to do so. And this is not to scare our women folk. It's also a platform where from time to time as a woman you can stop by, share your thoughts, feelings, experiences, or something you want men to pick up, whether from the younger man, from the middle age or the older man. As long as a man it's we need every support. A man needs guidance, a man needs counseling. No man has got it all. No man is an island. So this is a platform where we encourage and support each other. Every other person is welcome. Women, girls, ladies, to be a part of it so that I begin to pick up to understand the things that your man should come armed with when they want to ask you out, when they want to ask you for a date, take you out, talk to you, come have a conversation with you. This is on this platform. It gives you an opportunity to also know the way men are wired, how we think, and some of the do's and don'ts for men so that you do not take a good man for granted. Okay, so my name is Chris, and this is Men Cave. It's a rendezvous where guys will share our opinion, and I'd like to you to share this video. I'd like you also to be a part of this video. You could also continue the conversation on the chat. I want to thank there's many who have been buzzing me on the chat. I say thank you, and I'm giving this feedback as much as possible. So in this edition of Men Cave, there's something I'd like us to talk about. But before that, I have a video I want us to see. And when we see that video, we're gonna come back and continue the topic. So stay with me and enjoy the video. I'll be back.
Get out of my shit. Like, how you supposed to be moving your shit out when you going slow as fuck?
Nah, you
Go ahead. All your shit is going. You didn't contribute the shit in here. You brought everything you had in here. Please get out.
Yeah, right.
Please get out. What did you buy? You bought me a TV. You bought a TV for you. Please go.
And you broke it. Fuck are you
Did I
talking
break
about?
it?
Come on now.
Get out of my house.
I had the video of you breaking
Get
it,
out.
stupid.
Get out. Get out.
Dummy.
Get out. You're a dummy.
I guess.
Dickhead. Get
I
out.
guess I'm a dummy.
Get out. Get out.
So what is all this about?
Because he had a bitch in my house earlier today, and she posted about it on Snapchat, so I slid it back, and she talking about, I read the messages, and he's like, want to come to my crib. Like, he don't pay shit in here to be bringing nobody in my motherfucking house.
Don't pay shit in here, I just give you $500.
Boy, boy, shut the fuck up. That's from months you sitting on your fucking ass and you're playing a game. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. You're not moving fast enough.
I'm moving right in my little piece.
Goodbye.
Right in my little
Goodbye.
piece. What you talking about?
Yep.
You ain't stopping shit.
Oh.
You really not.
The fuck?
You really not stopping nothing.
Oh.
You ain't
That's
stopping
fine.
nothing. You ain't stopping nothing.
Okay, that's
You ain't
fine.
stopping
Hurry
nothing.
up. You're taking too
You
long.
take my
You're taking too long.
fucking time.
You don't even have a lot of shit. Hurry up. The fuck?
Okay.
Hurry up.
And you do?
Hurry up.
You're wearing a McDonald's shirt right now?
Yes, honey, I'm very fucking comfortable.
Okay.
Yes, I'm gonna wear what the fuck I want around my house,
That's
where
it.
I pay the bills at.
I hear you.
You fucking freeloader.
Freeloader?
Yeah.
Ain't never
The
been.
fuck?
Ain't
The
never
fuck?
been. Ain't
The
never
fuck?
been. Ain't never been.
Yeah, freeloader. The fuck? Bum ass nigga alert, cause that's what you want.
Man,
The
you think
fuck?
I just took you to get your permit? You won't even have that about me, but alright.
What? You didn't pay for it? You drove me over there. I got a mom with a car. I could have got a fucking ride for all I give a fuck about.
Sound real good.
The fuck? Get the fuck out. Hurry up.
Okay.
Hurry up.
Yep.
Pussy. Moving on slow.
Yup. Come on.
Well, I'm sure we've all seen that video. It's not something exciting to continue to see. You know, I'm sure we've all seen the video. We've heard the conversation. I know we can make up what is going down in that video. It's crystal clear. You see a brother with who moved in with a girlfriend in the house. And this is what we want to talk about today. So, brothers, I beg you in the name of God, whatever it is that may be challenging you, today we want to talk about this issue. Do not move in with your girl. If you're not married to this person, if you're not legally married to this person, you know, it is something that it's been a trend. It's been around for a long time. People celebrate it as normal, but it's not normal. Do not, for whatever reason, move in with a girl. So let me state it clear here, caveat. I'm not a relationship expert. I'm not a certified counselor. I'm just a man who is in his over 40 years, in the mid 40s, and I have my family. I'm married. I got a job. I got a roof over my head, and I got a couple of experiences. However, I'm not a relationship expert, but I come here from time to time. I see brothers who go into different challenges on the street, and I figure that from time to time, I say I leave my 1 cent. You know, so this is what I want to say to our brothers. When you want to go in a relationship or you're already in a relationship, brothers, the biggest mistake you will ever make is moving with your girl or moving with the lady you want to spend the rest of your life with. You know, some people, the relationship is not even that serious. They already moved in. Please, it's a no-no. If you want to protect your pride and ego as a man, do not move in with your girl. It is a red flag. Everything goes wrong. You met somebody in a couple of weeks, the next thing you're talking about moving. What is itching you? You know, so you got your life to build. The last thing you want to do is moving with somebody you are not legally married to. And it comes with a lot of baggage. I can't say it enough. It's crazy the kinds of things that you will encounter when you move in with another woman. I understand if you do not have roof over your head. However, the last thing you want to do is to move in to an apartment with another lady and they're paying their bills and you are not. Even if you're splitting the bills, the person who got the name on the contract is direct responsibility, responsible for the apartment. The person who got a name on the contract for the lease is the one who's directly responsible for the apartment. What it therefore means is that even if you're being a part of the bill payment by cash, they got the right to still throw you out. So you need to do everything legally within your power to get your own apartment. I don't care however big or small the apartment is, brothers. You cannot keep embarrassing yourself moving in with a girl. Look for a fellow brother. Both of you are men. You can hustle together to make ends meet. You understand? I have somebody have squatted me before. I have squatted with people before. The last thing you want to do is move in with a lady or a woman or a girlfriend or somebody you just barely know. Even if you know them a long time, the relationship and the respect they got for you, you know, at the level where you are all living apart, it's gonna come crashing down when you move in with her. So please, the respect, the ego that you have, walking tall, and all of that is better when you live apart. When you're moving together, you know, There's so much that will be in the open about who you are and all of that. And even if you want to be a part of the bills, it does not certify that if the chips are down, you're still going to be in that apartment. You don't even know these people that much. Even if you do, people change like a flicker. Before you know it, they're already telling you heard what she said, move out of my house. She kept saying mine, 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 mine. Why? Because she pays the bills. Even if you pay the electricity bill, when push comes to shove, it will not matter. Even if you're paying half of the bill, when push comes to shove, she's going to throw you out. And they're always, always quick to do that. Even in the snow, they're going to throw you out. The last thing you ever want to do, brothers, is to not move in with another woman. Do not. If your name is not on the lease, if you're not or the one officially paying the bills, do all you can. Even suppress your pride and ego and go and squat with a man rather than a woman. They have very zero tolerance. And the zero tolerance in that if anything goes wrong, if it's a little, because I know that some guys like to throw their shenanigans, regardless of where they live or how they live or the structure of living. Therefore means that if somebody is accommodating you, you got to keep your head up and behave. If somebody is squatting you at the time being, you got to double tax yourself to say, give yourself a quarter to say beyond this time and this time I should get an accommodation. It doesn't make sense you're driving a car, but you don't have an accommodation. It doesn't make sense you're maintaining a high-end car, but you do not have, you're squatting with your girl. It doesn't make sense you have all the designers, yet you do not have an accommodation. It doesn't make sense you're keeping a fleet of girls, spending on them, but you do not have an accommodation of your own. It doesn't make sense you're bouncing clubs to club, yet you do not have an accommodation you can call your own. It doesn't make sense you taking girls out every weekend. You spending money. But guess what? You're squatting with your friend. It is time to put on the big boy pants and start putting money together. That is if you already have a job. To go out there and look for an accommodation for yourself. This is very important. It's part of taking responsibility for yourself. It is part of growing up. These are signs to show that you're growing, that you're grown, you're a grown man. If you're still living on the roof of your parents and you still drive a car, sell that car, brother, and get yourself a roof over your head and begin to build your life from there. You will not do pretty well if you're over 20 and you're still living with your parents. I'm not saying there are no circumstances that might want to bring a man to its knee that much, but you got to have a plan that you're genuinely working on, that you are lost in, to ensure that it comes to fruition so that you can get your accommodation. Like I always say, my job is not to advise you. My job is not to advise you. Your job is to think about what I tell you. I'm not in a position to advise you. It is difficult to advise grown people these days. So my job is not to advise you. Your job is to listen to what I say and try and reason something out. It's just my 10 cents. You saw the video, right? The lady was throwing a young man out of the house. The mother was standing by doing a video of the whole move, and it was becoming a fisticuffs. So it is ridiculous, in that sense, to be, somebody is squatting a guy, then he's bringing another lady in. These are some of the shenanigans I'm talking about. If you're squatting, if somebody is squatting you, you gotta behave. They might have zero. They might be your buddy from way back. You don't even know what you could do one time, and they will throw you out of the house. And that's it. You're out in the cold. Before you know, you are tagged homeless. So it is important. The first few things you need to get is not to get a car. I mean, if you're going to get a job, yeah, you're going to commute. If it's not too far, you can take a bus. But the first few things you need to do, if you think car is mandatory to help your mobility to get to work, the next thing you need to do is get a roof over your head. Even if it's a one-bedroom apartment, if it's just going to fit your bed, do not move in with another lady, brothers. It will bring your self-esteem down. It will crush your ego when the chips are down. And these ladies are quick. It might not be all of them. Not everybody's ready to take on your shenanigans, man. You have to be able to provide for yourself a roof. If you can pay the phone bills, where do you get the money to take a lady out and you can't save up money for an accommodation, even if one room in a building? You got to do that because these are the things that accumulate to be considered, for you to be considered a man. You got to be square your shoulder and stand tall. There has to be something you are proud of other than the need to be good in bed. There has to be something you can be proud of to say you did for yourself. You got to stand up. You cannot continue to be pampered in your mother's house or your father's house, hanging around there. You buying cars, you taking ladies out, you going out to the club every weekend and all of that, but you struggle to get your own accommodation. How can you be doing all of that in your woman's house and you do not pay the rent and your name is not on the lease as co-partner in the building? Even if you're paying the rest, picking up the rest of the bill, the house does not belong to you, brother. It therefore means that you can be evicted any moment with no prior reasons. She can say she loves you the night before, and you all slept well the next morning. He can tap you and say, move your things and get out of my house. And that can be the worst thing any man can experience, especially during winter. Oh, you do not want to be thrown out of the house during winter. So this is what I have to say today, you guys. Everybody goes through something in their lives at one point or the other, but we got to stand tall and be the man that we are. You got to stand tall and pick up after yourself and be responsible for yourself first. And one of the videos I said you have to pick yourself first. In everything you're doing, you got to pick yourself first. You got to pick yourself first. Take care of yourself first. Love yourself first. And one of the things you got to do this is to get your accommodation. Stop hopping from one lady's apartment or the other. It's not a clear indication that you are acquiring maturity as you grow, because your age is counting, but you are not adding up the extras to make you a better person. Those extras means when it comes to time for you to get accommodation, you know what to do. When it's time for you to get a car, you know what to do. You can't go on contributing to somebody else's accommodation and you do not have. You can't go on picking up bills for your girlfriend because you want to be with her, but you don't have an accommodation. You are paying somebody's phone bills, but you don't have an accommodation. You are paying somebody's light bills. You don't have an accommodation. You're taking a girl to a high-end restaurant. You don't have an accommodation of yourself. Come on, man. You're paying somebody's gas bill, yet you don't have an accommodation. I'd like you to think about this. You understand? My job is not to tell you what to do. I don't know what phase of life you're in, but it will be better for you if you seriously consider what I have said. My job is not to tell you what to do. Your job is to think about what I tell you. And this is Man Cave, where we keep it 100. It is not to bring anybody down. That is not my job. Some of the things I discuss here are some of the things I have gone through, I've seen people go through. And if you consider it a face, then it is going to be a face. But if you consider it a lifestyle, it's just a matter of time before you go downhill. So this is my one said here on do not move in with your girlfriend. It doesn't matter how much lovey-dovey you have it right now. She can flip in the next minute and they throw you out of the house. Okay, guys, until I see you same time next episode of Man Cave. Keep staying responsible. Keep being real. My name is Chris. Like, share, follow, and leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think or what your opinions are based off of this topic or the various topics I have talked about in the past. Please don't be a stranger if you're new here. Thank you for showing up. Don't go straight too far. Bye for now, guys. Bye.